here we are back in Battletech. So I went ahead and did a mercenary mission. I'll show you the aftermath of that in a second. There's still text that needs to pop up from that. There were tons of, like, triple plus weapons up for grabs, and I had almost no salvage rights. That was so heartbreaking, man. But anyway, the codebreaker has finished chewing through it, so now let's savor the mystery. Good to see you're in a joking mood. Open the damn files, Doc. It's a map archive. No surprise there, seen a lot of periphery territories, the Outworld Alliance, the Wormworld's Republic, the Oberon Confederation, but hello, what's this? This isn't a civilian map, it's Starlink Defense Force. Look at the symbols, refueling stations, no-fly zones, even military installations, all laid out and annotated, complete with identifier codes where applicable. And it looks like we have more of them. You're talking, but all I hear is the sound of C-bills dropping into our bank account. We aren't selling this, Commander. A map like this is a huge boon for the Restoration. If even one of the military bases outlined in that thing turns out to be intact, we could be sitting on a treasure trove of Starlink technology. Yeah, we could. And if that doesn't scare you, your head's in the wrong place. I shouldn't have to tell you what the Great House would do to get their hands on something like this. Even if they don't, bad things happen to people who mess around with lost tech. I've heard stories. Hang on a second, I've got something. An SDL Outpost Castle. I don't know what that means. Defensive fortification. Outposts were used to keep rebellions in line. That doesn't really answer too much, but anyway, designation reads Nautilus. It's on R2 deep inside directorate space, right on the edge of the Taurian border. On the map, it's no-fly zone, marked strictly off-limits to civilian craft. Nothing like that's been discovered on R2. Trust me, I grew up on there. I know. This could be a huge find. Outpost castles kept the periphery in line, they stocked them accordingly. Could even be an intact memory core for us to discover. Data storage system holds the libraries of information. Who cares about memory cores? If there's really an outpost castle on R2, what that means battle mechs. The rarest, most expensive mechs you could ever imagine. Oh, and weapons boss. Weapons the likes of which you've never seen. You ever hear of a Gauss rifle? So if you know what this is a very, very famous level 2 weapon. Lost Tech, a ballistic weapon that used a series of electromagnets to propel nickel-iron slugs at tremendous velocity. Knowledge techniques required to produce Gauss rifles were lost to industry during the Succession Wars. So this is an autocannon on steroids, and if you don't know, it's stronger than an AC-10, and it has the range of, I believe, an AC... It's between a 5 and a 2. It's a really long range, low heat, very, very nasty weapon. And if you're wondering what the drawback is, the weapon itself is massive. So if you can afford to install 1 or 2 of these on your mech, you just want to load it up with ammo and unleash hell. From what I read, those babies can punch a hole clean through an assault mech without breaking a sweat, and pulse lasers, the kind which could slag a mountain of armor in the blink of an eye. So if you don't know what these are also level 2 tech. The clans come back with them in case you're wondering. Laser weapon fired several beams in quick succession, allowing vaporized armor to dissipate and increase localized damage output. Knowledge techniques required to produce pulse laser weaponry were lost in Intersphere during Succession Wars. So the main thing is that you're firing several beams. As a result, pulse lasers have a -2 modifier to hit. So basically these could be used from a longer distance and they're generally more accurate. Whenever I'd run clan stuff, I'd like to load up on these. Intersphere ones have reduced range. The clan ones, I think, have equivalent range to normal Intersphere stuff. So that means a clan medium pulse laser would be 369, while like an Intersphere one would be 246. And if you're wondering, an ordinary clan medium laser, I don't know if that's 4, 8, 12, or 5, 10, 15. If you're wondering about their large laser, that's a nightmare in and of itself. And don't even get me started on the ERLL, extended range. If what you said is true, if an intact Starlink-era armory is waiting for us on R2, then this could change everything. It could punch through the Director's defenses in spite of their unexpected strength. With an SLDF arsenal at our disposal, there would be nothing we couldn't do. We must pursue this, Commander Light. Lady Rana would say the same. We'll go to R2, but I expect to share whatever we find in the armory. Lord Madeira, Commander, please, chasing Lost Tech is a bad idea. Capital B, capital I. If our friends and neighbors don't kill us to take it, someone will push the wrong button and blow us all up. Again, I have stories. Let me be abundantly clear. If there is a Starlink-era castle light on R2, We will claim what's inside, not out of avarice, but out of necessity. Fancy on the Directorate's core systems with our existing army would be like marching headlong into an abattoir. We could succeed, yes, but our losses would be devastatingly high, as would yours. So we will follow this lead, superstitions be damned. Let's do it. I've always wanted to go on a treasure hunt. Very good. I'll contact Lady Urano. She'll need time to prepare the recovery effort. Carry on with your business, Commander. Take contracts, fight, grow stronger. Soon enough, we will venture into the unknown.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
So yes, I have a Grasshopper now. Don't be fooled by its whimsical name. The Grasshopper is a killer that specializes in hunting down light and medium mechs. Its superb jumping ability and good armor allow it to get behind foes and easily bring all its E-weapons to bear. All energy weapons to bear. So I need to bench something for this. I'm gonna bench the Wolverine because the Grasshopper is like a Wolverine on steroids. So, for mechs, I need to get some duct tape out because that Hunchback got hammered that fight. In case you're wondering, this is what it looks like when it goes toe-to-toe with a Highlander. So it's going to take 4 days to glue all that back together. But in case you're wondering, I now have Highlander parts. So the 733P is a variant of the 733. Removes its autocam, replaces it with the PPC. It handles heat buildup better. I would love to be able to get one of these. The thing is, this would be like an upgrade over the Vindicator. That's the type of niche it fills. It has an LRM-20 and a PPC and then a couple short-range stuff. It's just, I don't know if I'm going to be fielding a pure assault lance later on or how exactly it's going to work. But anyway, if you want to see the Grasshopper, LRM-5, ordinary large laser. So do I actually have any upgrade parts I can toss on there? Because I'm going to, I don't know, should I do random contracts? So turn off the ballistics. I said turn off the ballistics. So here's the large laser plus. Swap that one out. This one's more accurate and packs more of a punch. This thing has an LRM, doesn't it? LRM-5 in the head. Okay. So we're going to take that off, put in our LRM-5 Triple Plus that has stability damage modifiers on it. So that's it for my ballistics. I only want energy weapons now. So we have the medium laser plus that I could swap in, or one that just does more damage. We're going to swap in the damage one for sure. I'm going to put it in this side because I want to protect that torso. Now the question is, do I want this one? Because that would help when you're just trying to knock out enemy components. Just, I don't do that very often. Then again, I bought it for a reason, I guess, so... So it's going to take 5 days to get this thing up and running, but it's going to be one nasty customer. Now, before we go forward, so one thing I wanted to point out, or try to stress, is the difference between this and the tabletop. There are supposed to be additional components in the legs, the arms. The leg is supposed to have foot actuator, lower leg actuator, upper leg actuator, and hip actuator. As those get damaged, the mech loses mobility, and as such, the mech can be completely immobilized if you take enough actuator hits. The absolute minimum a mech can move is 1-2 unless it's prone. So, like, that would be the incentive to targeting legs, which is not an option in this game. As for the arms, they had potentially hand actuators. Not every mech had that. Then they'd have lower arm actuators. Both of those parts were required for a mech to make a punch. If they didn't have it, there was no punching allowed, you could only kick. And the trade-off for why you'd want to take those off is if you didn't have the lower arm and the hand, you could actually flip your arms behind you and shoot anything that tries to go behind you that's arm-mounted. So there was a case to be made for taking those off, so you don't get that option in this game. And then, once again, by damaging the various actuators, that would compromise the accuracy of the weapons in the arms. For the torsos, these didn't really have anything special in them on level 1 rules, if I remember, but the center torso was different. This held the gyro, You hit that, the mech is going to fall over more likely. It can't melee as well. There are all sorts of other penalties, and the big one is the engine. 3 engine hits, the mech explodes, period. But by damaging the engine, you would then cause it to generate more heat per turn. As a result, it'd have to manage its weaponry a little bit better or get to water, one of the two. So you can see that the various parts are marked off because there's supposed to be 12 slots in all of the upper body parts, and I believe 6 slots in the legs, and 1 slot in the head, period. So this would be taken off if you equipped your mech with cowl, though. It's just, you see that next to never. So anyway, there's a lot more in the center torso. That would be why you usually want to crit that, so you could hit the engine, generate heat, that could take the mech offline. And then for the head, this held... Actually, the gyro might have been in the head now that I think about it. But more importantly, this held sensors. If you hit the sensors, then it would be a +2 accuracy penalty on everything the mech did. 2 sensor hits and the mech's blind, I believe. As in, it's completely done, I think. The odds of that happening are extremely rare, though, so that's why I'm not entirely sure about the ruling on that. But anyway, that is the Grasshopper, about to be customized. In case you're wondering, the Highlander mission was 3.5 skulls, and I took that out of necessity because I needed to kill time, so I needed to travel. We almost have the med bay upgrade, and what is offered under contracts right now. So this is an escort mission. This I'm not entirely excited to do. The other thing is I could hop in somewhere else and go off. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one because it has a lot of salvage to it. That way I can try to pick up some parts. The pay isn't exactly bad either. It's just I'm a little surprised we've only been taking jobs for Urano. Because we should have... Yeah, reputation. So we've done a little bit for Canopus. I think we did a little... Oh, we did something for the Free World. No, we didn't. We did something for America and Lao. That's literally it. Everyone else, yeah. So I don't know if I actually have to go into their space to find work, or how exactly that does work. It's just, for the time being, I'm going to wander around a little bit and try to fix my stuff, and so on. So I'll see you guys when we get to the next mission. Okay, on second thought, I think I'll do the Pen Injustice on video, just so you guys can see what it's like to do an escort mission. Expect trouble, yada yada yada. Like, I don't know if there's going to be that much salvage, that's the thing. And I'm giving up... That's just too much money to leave on the table. So we're going to take Short Straw out of the Thunderbolt. I'm actually going to put Decker in there, and Behemoth is going to take the Trebuchet. As for what Short Straw actually wields here, I am running a little low on mechs. I may actually need to get that expanded mech bay and bring a bunch of stuff online, we'll see. But anyway, Kepri, Medusa, and I are all down for the count. This is 220 tons, it might still be... This should do it. And the nice thing is we're all somewhat mobile. The Quick Draw is kind of filling in the role the Hunchback did, because it has a bunch of lasers, so maybe we can punch through stuff, I don't know. Downside though is this is only 4 mediums, so it's half the payload of the Hunchback. And this should be faster, so... So he's not saying anything about my weight. As a result, that means we should be good. In case you're wondering for that Highlander mission, he said, yeah, you're going to be outgunned here, but knockdown's OP, that's all I can say. LRMs are just so damn broken. I'm hoping I can get a longbow this game so that I can just load them up with LRM 20s, stuff that does stability damage, and just rain down missiles. So, it is summer now officially in Chicago. Sprinter has come to an end, and it is... Actually, it's not too bad now. It's only 66 degrees. It was almost 90 yesterday, though. So, in case you're wondering, we almost did have snow in May. And I wouldn't completely rule it out. Sprinter may come back with a vengeance.
Command interface
But
initiated.
anyway, what I'm getting at is the windows are open, so you'll hear the dogs whenever someone walks by. Although the good news is it's early morning, so there's only one out now, I think. But that will change over time. Friendly units under fire move to their position, provide support, keep them safety, keep them intact, get them out of there when it's done.
Ready to rock, Chief.
So for escort missions, these come in two varieties. The first of which is the escort will start moving when you get into the zone, which tells you that's not something you want to do. You kind of want to kill the mechs before you give them the go-ahead to move.
You betcha! Picked up a blip.
Wow. You don't see tanks too much these days.
You have orders?
So I actually want to go over here.
Yes, Commander. Mech warriors, show them what you've got.
As per usual, let them have first move. 60 ton. That's probably a bulldog? $35 ton, that's most likely... Actually, is this... I want to say the Striker's 35 tons, I don't remember offhand, though. Ooh, whoever this is, it's nasty.
What's the plan?
To be honest, I'm a little afraid it might be a Demolisher. Do they actually give us a weight reading on it, I wonder? 60 tons, so it's most likely a duplicate of this. It could be a Manticore. In case you're wondering, there was a Shrek
Be there in a jiff.
in the Highlander mission. If you do not know what a Shrek tank is, that is like the king of tanks. It runs triple PPC. And the way they work... Yeah, it's a Bulldog. Luckily, it's a little shoddy. It is shoddy, so it has half armor. So as I was trying to say, the Shrek, that thing can go toe-to-toe with mechs. That would be what I'd run. Like, I'd love to run one of those in this game, even with the mechs here. The trade-off is by being a tank, it's going to be slower, but you can't underestimate that much punch. Oh, damn. So that's 60 missiles, keep in mind.
I'm gonna need a medic.
I feel sorry for the guys who have to put that mech back together, damn it.
Orders? On it.
So the SRM carrier is very easy to kill here because it's shoddy. I can kill it with 2 shots, literally. So I'm not going to risk overheating. I'm going to fire 3 just to make sure it's dead. If you want to see the math behind it, 22 and 22 makes 44, and the large laser alone can kill it, but 2 medium lasers or the large laser, it's a guaranteed kill no matter what.
On it.
See?
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So notice that's 25% eradication.
Good to go. Coordinates received.
I'm trying to find their holdout because there should be one more somewhere. Not getting any blips. And since I ran, I don't have to fire... Well, I could fire everything, it's just... This should suffice. If the PPC connects to here, I'll leave it with 5 points, and then the medium laser... Well, we're going internal regardless.
Here we go.
It should die. Ooh. So got that lucky spread that I was afraid of. 6 and 16.
Receiving you.
In case you're wondering, I'm just going to medium laser it. This is the trebuchet if you didn't see. That thing that I just unleash holy hell on whoever gets in my way. Okay,
Reporting.
that's half.
Enemy vehicle eliminated. Waiting for orders.
I don't think I can get line of sight on it, so we have to wait for it to move.
Affirmative.
Ah, there's the other tank. Leave my Vindicator alone. SRM-6 and LRM-10, if you don't remember offhand what it carries as its armament.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Holding for the right opportunity.
This is another striker. This is only the LRM-10. Looks like 5 missiles still connected, though.
Waiting for orders.
No, because I like to stir up trouble. We're gonna
On my
move
way.
forward. But we're not going to fire. Peekaboo.
Got a lock.
Ready for orders. I copy.
So we're only going to fire one LRM at that. We're going to fire our medium lasers there. This should kill it.
Copy that.
Hey, look, it's a defender. Defend against that. Well done. Wow. Okay, so this thing split fire.
How might I
That
help?
sucks, man.
I understand.
Keep in mind you can always kick these for double damage. Burn.
That's a kill.
And now the funny part is I don't even have to... Actually, I might be able to get
Commander?
line of sight. I was about to say I shouldn't
Got it.
be able to see anyone, but I might be able to see the quick drop. It goes around the base. If you want to call that thing a base. We have tons of LRM-5 ammo. So if these 2 missiles hit the front, or... Nope, I can't kill it from the top, only the front. 2 to the front, please.
Roger that. That's a vehicle kill.
So we're not going to trigger the escort mission yet. We need to get in position first.
Engaging jump jet.
Have no doubt, it will be done.
In case you're wondering, I want my guys to be in the tree line before we actually move forward with this.
Waiting for orders. Moving to position.
Move order received.
Position confirmed.
As you wish.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Convoy will try to stay near, continue advancing. They'll stick to you. Yeah. So these are the Sleipner APCs. These are pretty durable, all things considered. Didn't know they actually carried medium lasers, but you can see they have nice amounts of armor.
Yes, Commander.
I'm expecting to get a hit on my radar here. That's why I'm not moving anything else just yet. Huh. I am actually surprised. Actually, no.
Ready
This
for
one
orders.
first.
Roger.
Oh, right. I'm gonna guess they're coming from this
On my way.
In case you're wondering, there has to be more to this mission than this, otherwise it would not be rated 2.5 skulls. Still anticipating some sort of enemy mech force to show up. Okay, so the map is circular. We can't go any further that way in terms of perspective.
Awaiting orders.
Receiving you.
Aye, aye. Right, Commander.
That's gonna be really anticlimactic if there was only that one lance of tanks. And that'll just be more of a testament to how the skull system means nothing in terms of difficulty. The devs did say they were going to do something to try to speed up the flow of combat so you weren't stuck in situations like this where they have to move one at a time and they move fairly slowly. It's because of stuff like this that I have to say I am kind of grateful it doesn't go too high in terms of combat. There's no battalion versus battalion thing because that would take days.
Reporting.
Roger.
On my way.
Actually, for her, we want her this way.
Affirmative.
He's going to run alongside them because I have jump jets to get up and if I need
Confirmed.
to. Why didn't those two move? So you know what, just in case they're...
Commander?
It's because we're too far away.
Got it.
Pull her back. Leave.
Bracing for impact.
So here's
Bracing
where the
for impact.
dropship is going to land at.
Certainly.
You're in position, Commander. Hold your ground until the package is on its way.
Okay, those are moving now. It sucks that they waited that turn, but that gave the mission the complication that it kind of needed.
Good to go. Affirmative. Hunkering down.
Actually, this is a quick draw, so I want to move it further than that.
Awaiting orders.
What I'm afraid of now is that they may not actually go to the extraction points. They may say, oh, the mechs are over here, let's go all out of the way and go over here instead. So who are you? $55-tonner. Could be a Wolverine, could be a Griffin. Another 55-tonner. So I'm gonna hold off here because I don't know if there's anything behind them. Okay. Short straw.
How might I help? Of course.
There's the third one. So you have a Shadowhawk and a Wolverine. The Wolverine has a large laser. This is your normal Shadowhawk. That's more of a harasser. This is the big fish that we want to take down. So these give... I don't know which destabilizes better. That's 12. That's 20. Well, that answers that. Keep in mind that mech is braced, so as a result, it's going to take half damage.
What's up, boss? Got it.
So do I want to take an aim shot? And the answer is no, actually.
Copy that. Waiting for orders. Time to fly.
So that is a lot of heat. We'll turn off the medium laser.
Firing on target.
Part projection cannon does have concussive force. As a result, that's why you're able to push things closer to being knocked down with it. Otherwise,
Yes, Commander.
lasers do not.
Location confirmed.
Okay. Ooh, if we can take off that arm, that's going to be huge. But still, it's not worth the aim
Roger.
shot. Not yet. So, of course, he goes for the other arm, the pristine one. I was hoping the Shadowhawk would have moved first, but that's fine. He either goes offensive.
Just stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah.
Standing by.
This is fine.
Roger. That hit something good.
Unless that hits the head, it shouldn't be... Yeah. It's gonna suck to be that in a second, don't worry.
Moving to position.
So this time I don't need the missiles because the PPC is gonna knock it over. Hoping we take the arm off. Ideal case would be the torso entirely, but I'm settling for at least the right arm.
Affirmative. Critical hit, Commander.
Quick draw is going to try to finish that off. 50 tonner. Could be a Centurion. It's a trebuchet.
What's up, boss?
What's the plan?
I actually do not want line of sight with the trebuchet right now. So turn that off. Want that side torso.
Target acquired and locked in.
Okay, that's now a lot less scary. Now I'm hoping I can still fight these things, because that's going to suck if they're going to peace out right here.
Good to go.
So yeah, we're going to run up and kick this sucker.
Targeting for physical attack. Reporting critical hit.
So that takes away its guarded bonus, in case you're wondering. Come on, let me keep going, let me keep going.
The objective is secured, Commander.
Poor Shadowhawk, man. So the trebuchet is low priority.
Good to go.
A little PPC in the chest. Yeah, that will solve the problem. So I actually should move still, though.
Commander? Right, Commander.
So right here I am going to risk taking some LRM fire, but it's going to be worth it. So we're going to... So we're going to split fire. And I paid for that small laser. I am going to damn well use it.
Right, Commander.
Boom.
heavy hit there.
Still all within acceptable
Commander.
margins. And the bad news for you, buddy, is I can alpha strike you.
You have orders? Moving out.
Trebuchet's low priority. I want to cripple this Phoenix Hawk, or Shadowhawk, while it has its back to me. Speaking of Phoenix Hawks, if it was in the game, we should have seen it already, now that I think about it, because that's a 45-tonner. But the whole transformation mechanic, it might have been too complex to
Roger.
code.
Putting one in the back.
Standing by.
I almost sensor lock this guy. No, we're just gonna alpha it. Point blank and personal.
Engaging target. Holding here.
Should have left that Treb well enough alone.
Light damage. Holding firm.
So now I want to knock their Treb down
Yes,
so that it
Commander.
doesn't do anything. Well, it's going to buy a little time before it does stuff. So once again, we're going to do another Alpha Strike. We may actually headcap this thing.
Affirmative.
So yeah, that was another head hit.
Reporting
It
critical
may be
hit.
done. Nope. Since it's a high enough defender, it can take 4 pilot hits before it's down for the count.
Good to go. On my way. Ah!
She punched him in the leg. They give me the laziest enemies. The guys who are always laying around on the job. One of its LRMs is destroyed, so
Armor's
it's a
holding.
lot less scary.
Commander.
Goodbye. Aw, man. That's annoying.
Stabilizing and bracing.
Reporting. As you wish. Hostile removed.
I don't know if short straw can actually reach it.
Yes, Commander.
Oh well.
Have no doubt it will be done. Target confirmed. Enemy down.
That's all, folks. So you don't even have to walk to the landing zone once
Mission
all of
successful.
resistance is eliminated. Sappers, I don't think there's going to be too much worthwhile scrap here, so I'm glad I didn't go for heavy in the salvage. If anything, it'd be just pure components. And that's assuming there are decent components here. So she's on the bench for a little while. No mechs knocked out of service. Yoink. Damn. So do I want the double SRM6s? Do I even have stuff that uses SRM6s? And the thing that I'm thinking is, who cares? Oops. There it goes. So in case you're wondering about these, since I have one of each of these, they're just like extra parts. If I got them, I just sell them once they're completed. Yeah, I don't know why they give us so damn much ammo. That should probably be taken out of the salvage screen. It's just cheaper and better to go buy the stuff. Did I even use any morale stuff that... Actually, I don't think I did. So yeah, I haven't really bothered with EXP in a little while. So real quick, duck into the store. I don't know if there's anything here I need to buy, want to buy, yada yada yada. You can buy a Griffin if you have 5 million. That's a full-blown Griffin. That's why I thought, like, selling the mech for like 100,000 C-bills or something, that's just a ripoff. This one only has increased damage, so we're not going to get that one. There's the gyro that you can equip, but yeah, not worth it. Bays. Double checking that nothing's knocked out of commission or needs... Well, wait a second, we're here. That's an LRM-5. That was an SRM-4, that wasn't my imagination. And then these don't have SRMs. Still, I'm satisfied with all that I got. There might be something I pick up in the future, and I don't even know what all this Grasshopper uses. I want to say it's long-range missiles, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So real quick, I need to take off to a different system because I don't even have a full... Actually, I still have a full lance if I use her.
Commander?
Yeah, I still need ways to go on that one, though.
Reporting.
So I want ace pilot for him. I'm also gonna... No, I'm just gonna save it for ace pilot.
Mech warrior training complete.
For behemoth...
What's up, boss?
Ooh, I can go really high in the heat department.
Training complete.
Ready
Decker.
for orders.
It's extra health.
Dr. Murad, my terminal is on the freezing.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Good for that one. So, it's getting kind of expensive to keep that guy.
I hear ya.
Yeah, for her I want to increase her heat threshold.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yes, Commander.
That Vindicator just gets too toasty as
Yeah.
is. For him, I don't know if I looked at his already, but... I've had him in the Hunchback. So yeah, I actually want to do this, try to give him the heat threshold stuff.
Training complete.
If nothing else, that should get him out of the medbay a little faster. As for me, I suck at piloting, I can't help it.
I'm ordering all hands to the med-bay precautionary cycle of antibiotics. No arguments, people. Just do it.
gonna hold on to my stuff.
Receiving you.
You can see that I did use her. She got pretty banged up. I want to say that this is probably the most overpowered one of the bunch. And then the next one would probably be the Bulwark, just in case. Well, Bulwark, if you know they're not going to move a lot. And keep in mind, with this you can still brace afterwards. So if you want to get a different sub-ability, you could. Yeah, for the time being, we'll give her that. So she's at 22,000 salary.
Training confirmed,
After
Commander.
that, she's at 23. And then Rommel here still has a
Standing
long
by.
way to go. This stage of the game, I can hire on a lot more talent.
Commander.
I'm gonna guess this is a Kickstarter backer based on his elite name.
Orders.
So, really good pilot, it's just the dude is kind of blind.
What do you need?
Yeah, I'd rather get
Ready for orders.
I'm ready.
one of the lower ones and
Good
try
to
to
go.
boost him up. But anyway, that's it for now. So I need to go find work and let all my stuff get glued back together. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.